and I'm the winemaker and proprietor of Greywacke.
Okay.
In Melbourne, New Zealand.
Excellent. And obviously you were at Cloudy Bay, was it 25 years?
The 2009 vintage was I was technically consulting to the company in my final handover, and that was the 25th vintage of Cloudy Bay, so
okay,
pretty close.
And obviously you've been there so long, you're so associated with the brand, kind of Mr. Cloudy Bay. Why did you decide to leave?
For many years I'd been contemplating the idea of setting up my own company, and
sure.
I guess after 25 years it was time had come.
Yeah. Okay. And you set up your new business. It must have been quite a difficult time because it was in the recession. Did you find it hard?
People said that I couldn't really have picked a worse time to do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't only a recession. It was from 2008, the Marlborough wine industry went from a situation of continual undersupply to oversupply. So yeah, it was a very different landscape to what I'd been used to, and setting up a new business was challenging. One of the big challenges, of course, was to find distributors, and in many cases in many parts of the world, companies were downsizing their portfolios rather than increasing them. So that was a big challenge to find people that were willing to take me on.
Yeah.
But one of the great things about setting up this business in the middle of a grape oversupply and financial crisis is the fact that I've been able to source some really excellent vineyards. Nice mature vineyards and some really good locations I've been able to contract.
Sure.
So it's really helped get the project off the ground.
And is it?
I'm working and based at Dog Point Winery with my old colleagues, so it's works very well.
10,000 cases you produce a year?
A little bit over there.
Yeah, but they're selling well, aren't they?
It's selling well. In the UK market is just it's far exceeded my expectations. It's been absolutely fantastic reception.
Yeah, and why the name Greywacke?
Greywacke is it's a name of it's a grey sedimentary rock that is, in fact, it's the principal bedrock of New Zealand.
And did you deliberately want to keep your project small?
I didn't have to keep it. Well, my aspirations for Greywacke are to keep it within my own personal means, and that means in terms of my ability to do most of the things myself.
Can you talk me through the range?
Sure. Sauvignon Blanc, naturally, is I suppose you would call the flagship wine of the portfolio. I'm here in London at the moment releasing two new wines. These two wines here. One is called Wild Sauvignon and the Pinot Noir. So the two Sauvignon Blancs and the Pinot Noir make up the lion's share of the portfolio. What
do you think New Zealand winemakers need to do in order to succeed in this hugely competitive wine market?
I think the more diversity the better, more individuality. I think we need to take our focus a little bit off. Clearly at the moment there is more Sauvignon Blanc than the market needs, and I think that's on everyone's minds that we do need to spread our wings and make people more aware of the fact that New Zealand is not a one variety country. New Zealand makes absolutely extraordinarily good Chardonnay, Riesling, Pinot Gris, all those wines, but we are known as a Sauvignon Blanc producer primarily, and we need to change that image. I think that's one thing we definitely need to do.